Welcome back to Possible Audio. Today we're going to rebuild the P700 Phono board in my Marantz 2245. So what we got here is the Phono Preamp board in my Marantz 2245, and if you draw a line down the center, you'll see that one side of the board is a mirror image of the other. And that's because one side of the board is for the left channel and the other is for the right channel. We're going to start with replacing these tantalum capacitors, and we're also going to replace all 6 transistors. If you look up here in the front next to this large capacitor, there's a transistor on each side of it. These are known to be problematic and noisy, and we're going to use KSC 1845s for both of these, and the rest of them we're going to make those KSC 1815s. And we're also going to replace these large brown ones with Panasonics, and we're going to replace this large capacitor as well as these 2 diodes. And if you look down in here, this is a varistor. We're going to replace it as well. Okay, this is the back side of the board, and I'm using desoldering braid and my soldering iron to remove the solder from each component. This works very well. It's slow. There are faster ways if you own a desoldering sucker gun, but they're about $350. But this will work just as well. Okay, I've removed this large brown capacitor, and if you look underneath it, there's quite a bit of glue. They were definitely overachievers in that area, and they did that and then some. But we will remove all the glue later using acetone and Q-tips. I'm going to continue working on removing the components just one at a time, taking my time. Don't get in a hurry doing this. The last thing you want to do is find that you didn't remove all the solder, then you become frustrated. Next thing you know, you're trying to yank parts out with pliers. Don't do that. Just take your time and remove all the solder from each component, and it should pretty much just fall out. Okay everyone, I got the board stripped and the glue cleaned off using Q-tips and acetone. Looks pretty good to me. And these are all of the new parts we're going to put in. So it's just one part at a time, one solder joint at a time. Don't get stressed. So let's do it. Okay, so this is the part of it that moves quite a bit quicker, and really putting the board back together is the fun part to me. So let's just start by installing our parts. Let's see here, we got, so you just poke it right through, just like that. And then you flip it and you bend this tab this way and that one that way, and that holds that part in. And you just move on to the next one. Right there. It's a Elna. And that's going to go in just like there we go. Bam, just like that. Come back to the other side, bend that one that way or that way. Can you see that? Just like that. You see that? There. See, just like that. There we go. Yeah, I just hold it in some pliers. For me, it just makes it easier. See, I got a rubber band, and that way I put the transistor in. And I'm not crushing it, but it just makes it simpler for me because I can't really hold it very easily. Yeah, just like that. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm just doing a quick voiceover. I wanted to explain something. If you notice, I'm starting to labor in my breathing quite a bit. And that's because I'm in a very leaned over, hunched down position to reach the components that I'm working on. And it's just a really uncomfortable position to be in. And later when I go to solder components in the video, my face is right there, whatever it is I'm soldering, and the smoke is just going right into my face. So you'll hear me hold my breath several times, and then my breathing gets heavy between that. And so I just wanted to explain what was happening. And also, if you notice, I'm kind of got a runny nose. Been kind of under the weather lately. But doing something like this is a real labor of love, and it takes a lot out of me. But in the end, when I get to sit back and look at my accomplishment, it really is rewarding. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you watch the rest of the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. There. Sometimes I have to use my chin and push down. So I know it looks like I'm licking the components, but I'm not. But yeah, I got to do this number to push them down to sometimes spread the leads apart. And here is the last capacitor. And this was originally tantalums on this one. I mean, some of these boards will have different components. I don't know why. I guess it was all about supply and cost. Okay. That's it. Look, everything is populated. See that? Would that take 10 minutes to start soldering all of the components in place? So let's flip the board just like so. And let's get to work. Let's put a little bit of flux here, 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 and here. Okay. Now, See, just one solder joint at a time. That doesn't look right. There we go. Let's see here. Got it. Where is the camera? There. See if I can get on this side so you can see what I'm doing. Ugh. There. Had to use my chin to push and get some leverage. You'll see me use my chin a lot. I don't recommend you use your chin. Now, if you need to use your chin, you use your chin. Otherwise, don't use your chin. I'm telling you, if this guy right here can do this, you can do this. It is really not that hard. Now, on some of these, I can't quite get a grip on them, so I'm going to just use my needle nose pliers that have rubber bands on them. There's so many ways to do everything in life. You know, you got to think outside the box. Let's see here. Let's do that. And then I'm going to come in here. Let's see here. I can probably hold that one. Let's see. There. Got that one. Here's some more short ones. I am no professional. I'm just a guy that just wants a nice receiver. And I started looking up the prices of what these sell for. And on my budget, I was like, that's just not going to happen. And then I started reading online and watching YouTube videos on how to rebuild my own. And after watching a few videos, I was like, well, why not? So that's what kind of led me into this. And we're just going to keep moving along. Okay. Can other people do this better than me? Sure. I'm no professional. Trust me. I am the other end. I'm just a guy wanting to listen to some music. Now these three are kind of in my way to get to this one, so I'll come back and do that one. Flux I use. It's nothing special. I do like it. It leaves a clear residue instead of nastiness. Goopy brown. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Wow. Okay, guys, look at that. Done. Piece of cake, like I said. Did we miss any? I don't believe I missed any. Everything looks pretty good. Okay. That looks good. That's good. Okay. Now, flip it over. There we go. Looks good to me. Okay, everyone, it turned out good. I'm very happy with it. Couple of notes. Be sure you get the construction paper back underneath it if yours had it under there. And that construction paper, you can see a little piece of paper sticking out right here from under the board and right over here. And that runs, so you can see it there, that protects this bundle of wires. So be sure to put that back underneath. These transistors are KSC 1815s. And this transistor is a KSC 1845. Some people have problems with the KSC 1845, but I think most people don't. We're going to leave it. If I have a problem, then I'll switch it out to the KSC 1815s. But for now, we're going to leave it just like that. This wire broke. I had to resolder it. So pay attention to that. That's from flipping the board back and forth. Okay, guys, I've rebuilt the phono preamp section, the preamp board, and the P700 power supply board. Let me show you over here. There's the, if I can get the camera in here. There's the P800 board. If you don't do any of the other boards, do this one. At least the power supply board, and tossing in a relay is worth it. It's cheap. This concludes the Phono Preamp board on my Marantz 2245. Next, I'm going to do the coupling capacitors, which are the two large capacitors next to the transformer. And thank you guys so much for watching. I know you can do this. If I can do this, which I'm showing you, there is no doubt in my mind you can do this too. Just do it a board at a time, a component at a time. Don't get overwhelmed. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Possible Audio.